The question that always used to bother me was, why are we always poor? Like pretty much a lot of African families, and in particular Zimbabwe. So I want to drill down to my family, my dad. He was a great man, a great man. But when I look at his legacy, he died with a lot of knowledge, which he did not impact on us. Because what he did was he focused on getting us a good education, and pretty much that was it. So it meant that we had to find our way through life because that was his goal, that was his ambition. And he did a good job of that. But in terms of generational wealth, well, I would say he died with all that wealth because I know he had a village where he had a lot of cows. My dad was very good with his hands. He used to fix a lot of things. But that knowledge just died with him. Are we benefiting from everything that he's done in his life? Absolutely not. Yes, there are things that I've picked up, things like how to be a man. Yes, I've picked up a lot from him. But when we talk about wealth, that's just about it. And I started looking at myself and I'm doing the same thing. I'm working so hard so my children can get a very good education and they can go to university, tick those boxes and say, well, I've done it. But I have things that I've built. I've got a marketing company. Recently, I've just bought a farm. And very soon I'm going to go into real estate. Are my children involved in any of that? Absolutely not. Not really. Well, at this point, no. Because the plan was just what I wanted to do and where they are going to be. So it was very, very tricky. So what happens if I were to drop down today? I've got several registered companies. Are they a part of it? No. And that is sad and very, very shocking. And apparently this is the situation with a lot of our families. The wealth dies with the dad or the parent. And that's it. Generation cut. I'm sure you can agree with me that there's a lot of people that made a lot of money growing up in our 90s, maybe even in the 80s. Big houses in Borodale or all in these nice areas. They had businesses. But where are they today? Where are the children that that are from these families? Where are they today? You'll find that some of them, they're still trying to live off what the dad created. Not working on it, but living off of it. Why? Because there was no succession plan. And to me, this is something very, very important. And if it's not done, we are going to have poorer and poorer and poorer generations. And it's very, very scary. So where am I going with this? Now, in my case, personally, let's say I start working on my farm. Ideally, I'm supposed to get my children involved in the farm some way, somehow. I'm not saying they have to be farmers. No. One can go into marketing. They can market, the business. They can market the products from the farm. One can be an accountant, but an accountant for the farm. One can be an engineer for the farm. One can go into biology or whatever, but that needs to be for the farm to enhance the business. I know a family, and this family had a unique business, in the 90s. And this business was, they created a database of gardeners and housemaids. So whenever you needed a housemaid, you would go to this lady's business, and she would recommend a very good worker. Now, I'm sure you can agree with me, us in the diaspora, we need these type of services, because if I want someone to go and work at my mom's place, or even I need a gardener myself, or I need a housemaid, I would want someone that is recommended, someone that has a very good story or reference. And what this lady did was, in her business, she would have all the references, the police checks, where she's worked, all that kind of stuff. And then obviously you would pay a fee for getting that referral. And this was a fantastic business. But guess what? Now, the children, none of them has taken it over. In this world of AI and IT, this could be a database that the children could have taken to the next level, because before it was all written down manually. But now with TikTok, YouTube, and so on, this is a business that could have been taken to the next level. And that's just a quick example of what the parents would have started and where the children could have taken it. And there are so many other examples that I can give you where the family had a business, but the children did not take it to the next level. So it means that the children now have to start their own path. They have to start their own path. And each and every one of them, like for example, I have 5 kids. Each and every one of them, one is an architect, one is an astrophysicist, one is going into engineering, the other one's going into fashion. They're all going into different directions. None of them are coming back to the core, which is the business that I've created for them, the marketing business or the farming business. No, but that could take my family to the next level, and it will just make things easier for everyone. So if it's time for my son to get married, I know he's going to need a house. I know he's going to need somewhere to live. I don't expect him to get married and find his own way. That'll be very unfair because I know how difficult it is. Now, if we had a real estate company and we're all working together, couldn't that be a situation where you can just say, look, you know what? You're getting married. There's your piece of land. You can start off in your life. That would have solved a lot of problems for the young man and his wife, because they're starting off where they don't have to worry about getting a mortgage. They don't have to worry about saving money to buy land, because everyone is working in the business and everyone is benefiting from it. Again, another example is, let's say the daughter's getting married. The guy may be struggling, he needs a job. Why can't he come in and work in the family business and help and be part of the family business? Why not? So these are the sort of things that I think about, and it's really crazy that we tick the box of I've sent my children to a private school and that's it, I'm happy, and you clap hands for yourself and you think you've made it. But what have you really done for the future of the generations? Very little. Very, very little. So as I go into different projects in life, where like right now I'm going into real estate, slowly, I would like the children to be a part of that. But again, they're already conditioned not to be a part of it because they have generated their own interests. But they don't realize that those interests are not really coming back to the core, which is the family business. And in a way, I wouldn't say it's sad, but I can see that it's a recipe for disaster. This is where generations are just going to stop, and then it continues on the next level, and then it stops again, because if my son has his kids, he's going to do what exactly I did, which is, he needs to go to a good school, get a good education, and then he needs to follow his passion. And then again, he starts from scratch. If I pass on, I die with my properties. Yes, the kids may benefit from it in a way, because everything will be in the family trust, but that's about it. This is where you find that maybe I've left a couple of houses, the houses will be dilapidated because they don't know how to take care of these things. And this is the crazy part of not planning for generational wealth. So the solution to this, in my opinion, is as we have our kids, they need to be taught to focus on the family business. That's the core. It protects everybody. It protects the parents, it protects them, and they always work as a team. And basically everyone has the same energy towards whatever goal that needs to be achieved. What are your experiences? Let me know what you think in the comments box below, and head over to my WhatsApp group. I'm working towards this diaspora initiative for investing back home. The link to that is in the video description below. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again in the next one. I thought I'll just share this with you. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.